Huh? Yeah, cover's next. Okay, so we had a good conversation, right?
Yes, we did.
The Storm Hunter WX weather app is free to download and use and provides you with warning of severe weather even before the National Weather Services issue alerts. This advanced weather app is an important tool for awareness of severe weather that I use every day. Download and use it totally free without in-app purchases on iOS or Android at the link below.
She's got a nice trigger on that gun, you know. I'm an HK guy. I don't know if you guys told you guys. I'm not wearing all the gear, so it's not even a part of my contract. Bill could care less if I say that every time. All right, CZ's got a nice trigger on it. The reason they shoot it in competition, but it's got a long curve to it. Can you press a curved lever to the rear in a straight line? No. Why do we keep talking about pressing it straight to the rear? Because it's garbage biomechanical nonsense. You can do it with a 1911, but the only problem is your finger doesn't move in a straight line, it moves in a circle, because it's also a lever. So she's got a lever that's doing this in the trigger, and then she's got a lever pressing and it does this. So how many circles is that? Natalie, you're gonna have to count for them.
Yeah, too many.
You weren't paying attention, I got you.
I was watching what
I know, I
happened.
saw it, that's why I went to you. I'm that kind of coach. Like,
Yeah,
if I
thanks.
notice you're not paying
Thank
attention,
you.
I ask you a question. All right, so if I'm pressing a lever that goes like this and I'm using a lever that goes like this, can I push in a straight line? Not really. How many joints does it take to make a straight line? 3. Watch. Wrist, elbow, and shoulder. And they all move in what? Circles. So you can't push it straight to the rear. So what I said to her instead was get a little lower and lift the lever. And I ask her to feel both sides so it's more like a rudder than a trigger. Anybody sail? All right, if you've ever been in a boat, what you do is this, a lot of this, back and forth. She's gonna feel both sides of the trigger. And then, yeah, I don't understand. She said the best thing she can do it, Coach. I don't know what your words mean, idiot. I was like, you're right, let me say it better. And what she really said is, I can't feel it. That's what I heard. So I looked at her finger and it was turned white. So which means too much tension. So I put my finger on it and pressed it, but I had to tell her 3 times to relax because I couldn't move it. She felt me press the trigger and then she was able to do what? Press the trigger appropriately because I communicated in a way that matters to her brain instead of the words I wanted to say. And she got it and she's like, oh, I see the difference now. I feel the difference and now we've communicated and that's yours for life. When I say caress the trigger, that's what I mean. There's no tension in this hand. You've got to feel. Everybody make it real rigid. Can you feel anything? Touch it. Feeling goes away, right? Now relax the finger. Relaxation is appropriate for feeling. So whenever you tighten the right arm, you lose all feeling in the trigger finger. So then you got the hook of doom. It is, right? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And it doesn't matter where you touch on the finger as long as you can manage the circles. Manage the circles, don't press straight to the rear. Unless you got a 1911 and you get pushed straight to the rear with a circular object. It's hard, but you can do better at it, okay? All right, go get some water. You're welcome, it's a pleasure. You did a great job.
Okay.
Either way, you're gonna be the lesson, so way to step up.
You mentioned that you teach new things, posture stability, process, and
Yeah.
Sights and trigger, they just go together. I wish I could come up with one word for that. You know, I guess aiming would be it, and then we don't talk about the trigger, you know. So we had a good discussion about a trigger. That's yours for life. And if you want to practice this during the week, you can set this up in dry practice and make it interesting. Why don't you practice more? Because you say you don't have time, but it's a priority. And you think you need 20 minutes or 30 minutes, but let's be honest. 5 minutes, 3 times a week is more than enough recency to be good at gun shooting because it ain't that hard. I'm gonna say it again, it's not really hard competitively. It's hard to fight, but the actual shooting part can be practiced at home. So here you get a pallet of dry fire ammo. You can do it, God bless you. She's allergic to dry fire. Ashley does not want any dry fire, all right? Dry fire ammo is yours forever. I'll refill it every time you use it up. You can do everything in shooting except recoil management, and you can do that by postural stability. If we talk about stability, you'll manage recoil because it's gonna pass through you anyway, you don't stop it. So, make sense to everybody? All right, my wonderful coaches have already set up cover for you, so now you gotta shoot around the thing, okay? So now you'll actually have to lead. So let's go look at this real quick. So this is a competitive thing that is brilliant. And I think the tactical world should have it too, because no longer is it subjective where your foot is. All right, and they say you weren't doing it. The only way I really know if you're not in cover is if I stand on the other side and I don't trust y'all that much. So I've done that in my past with people I really trust a lot, but I'm not gonna ever do it again. You know why? Because I don't trust anybody that much and I was stupid, all right? But I don't know how much cover is cover. So visually we say that's the edge of cover. As long as our foot doesn't go out first, they don't get to see us. They're gonna see us by shape, by shadow. They're going to hear us. all right? And as soon as we see the target, we need to be ready to shoot. Now, for you guys, you're not gonna clear rooms. You should never clear a room by yourself. All right, in law enforcement, we had to do it, man. We had a call to a downtown warehouse, and it was dark, and it was full of people doing heroin, and there was a bad guy in there. Creepy as hell, and really hard to clear by yourself. And I got about halfway through it, and I was like, I am an idiot. I'm calling somebody else. I can't do this. Every professional says that. Chris Seipert, been overseas 7, 8 million times. All right, he's a professional home invader. He said sometimes they'd look at the house, and they're like, yeah, well, let's just bomb that one. I'm not going in there. So what's that tell you? Even the professionals don't want to do it. But if you were at home and you need to defend a room, let them come to you, because you have a 5-to-1 advantage if you stay in place. That's huge. If you have a home howitzer, you're even better, right? So I can use a bit of cover. Is cover and concealment any different in the civilian market? No. If they can't see you, they won't shoot you. It takes the military a long time to teach people to shoot through objects, and usually they have bigger guns than we do. So you put a 50 caliber, you bop, 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 and shoot through a wall, that'll work. But in John's work, Stephanie's work, Neil's work, what do we see? If they can't see each other, even if they can see each other through milk bottles or water bottles or a chair, they try to get around it. So therefore, all we have to do is not be seen. And you're gonna have 80% likelihood of not getting hit if you're behind cover compared to 60% if you stand still. That's a good number. 1 out of 5 bullets only coming your way. So want to be behind cover. Now, what's gonna happen is I can't see very well, so you're gonna put your head over here and then you're gonna try to cant the gun in, and then you're gonna shoot the edge of cover. If it's a cement wall, it's a bit of a problem. And it happens to people. So what I want you to do is, if I was looking in this room, I would step to this angle, and then I just start to load this leg up until I can see right here. As soon as I see the outside edge of his body, I can see the circle before I see the head. That's when I want to shoot. If I see the head, then he gets to do what? See me. All right? So I'm trying to get the advantage. God bless you. Cover's allergic. Georgia's trying to kill us, isn't it? Jesus. All right? So eyes and ears, everybody. So I'm in this position, and all I do is this. Right here I can see the edge of the body, right here I can see the circle. I prep the trigger and I fire the shot, and nothing happens to the cover, but I do get a good hit. So I've already got the gun up. As I start to come out, I know I'm gonna shoot the bad guy, and I fire the shot. Now if you see me shoot this, I'll be more to the right edge. Why? Because that's what I see first. I want to start right here and work my way in. Does that make sense to everybody? There's no time component when you're doing this by yourself, okay? I would like to come out quicker, but you need to be slow and methodical right now. You're doing a good job hiding behind cover, so use it, see the sights, impress. Relay 1, you're up.
You're still shooting out center left.
Center, yep. Till I say otherwise, which I might. Yes?
I have a question, because I'm left-handed. Can I go on the left side?
No, we're gonna do that in the next round.
Okay.
And then it's actually easier for you to do this side. All right, guys. Draw to a low ready. Make sure your gun's loaded. Only 5 shots this time, only 5 shots, but every time you shoot, lean. Every time you shoot, lean. Ready? Up! Nice, Rob. Good hit, good hit.
5 shots?
Every time you shoot, lean. Every time you shoot, do the lean out. Yep. So go back behind cover and then do it again. Yep. Do 4 more rounds if you haven't done it.
Okay, so that's cover, so if you shoot it, it's not the end of the hole. So aim your gun up, then lean out, and you're already on it. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Back to the holster when you're done. Nice.
Back to the
All right, when you're done, hands up, please. Okay, line is cleared, step back.